So these are the biggest, nicest peanuts out of our harvest. These are the ones I'll dry and save for seed. And as I'm ready to use them, I'll shell them and roast them and do whatever I'm going to do with them. I like to shell them and roast them, and when I want a little batch of peanut butter, just stick it in the food processor with a little bit of honey and make some really delicious peanut butter that you can't get in the store because they don't grow your own peanuts, right? Look at those ones. That's like the perfect little peanut right there. Not really, not little. Those are as big as my thumb. These are the biggest ones. These big Virginia peanuts. And all the little misshapen ones and ones that aren't completely ripe, I take those, I rinse them, and I boil them, some salt, some seasoning, and separate them out into little quart bags and freeze them. And whenever I want boiled peanuts, those are the ones that just hit the spot. Look at these. Beautiful. Look at those. These are all of the nicest ones out of the harvest. Separate those guys out. Just like, it's so fun to just sit here and play with your nuts. You know what I mean? Just something nice about that. 100% organic. No sprays, no fertilizer. Besides, some compost or chicken, cow, pig, duck manure that's already there. But nothing. Look at that. Probably the cleanest peanuts on the entire planet. Just beautiful. Look, there's a nice one. Look, this is pretty. Peanuts are very pretty. So yeah, these guys are just sitting here, and I'll let them dry for a week or two, and then use them however I'm going to use them. Can't beat that, right? Super productive and very easy to grow. Just tons of peanuts. And this wasn't even all from that bed that I'm harvesting from, so go ahead and check that out. My little shaky, lovely camera work here. You guys just love it, don't you? I am so good at making videos. So, hello everybody. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I am out in the scorching sun, the worst time to be doing everything. But I was digging a little test hole here, and my peanuts are ready. And if I leave these in the ground any longer with our normal rains we've been having, they are going to start sprouting or rotting in the ground on me, which I don't want. So dug up a couple test plants, and it's looking like we've got some good peanuts. Now, it is extremely hard to dig things out of the ground while filming and talking to you guys. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to dig up this little patch here, and we'll see how good my harvest is going to be. I pulled out a few plants by hand, and they're definitely ready. So let's see how good things are looking. Yeah, peanuts are super easy to grow, super productive, and definitely something you should be growing. If you're buying commercial peanuts, they are some of the dirtiest for pesticides and chemicals and everything nasty you can imagine if you're buying them, from the store. So definitely grow your own. You can grow them organically. They don't need any spray or anything, but yet consistently you do the research, peanuts are grown in horrible soils with, so contaminated with herbicides and pesticides. Who knows why? Oh, maybe it's because they're so easy to grow, they can stick them in those horrible soils and they don't have to worry about them. Probably why. But it's also a great reason why you should be growing your own, because they are so easy and carefree, right? So no reason you shouldn't. You can even grow them in pots, honestly. Literally one peanut will give you hundreds of peanuts in return. So zero reason, guys, not to grow your own peanuts. You can make your own peanut butter, roast your own peanuts, boil your own peanuts, I mean, so many things you can do with peanuts, right? Just stick them in your mouth, guys. Stick peanuts in your mouth, right? So, grow those peanuts. And by the way, if you think like, oh, peanut butter, literally all you have to do to make your own peanut butter is stick your peanuts in the oven, shell them, of course, which is easy. Stick your peanuts in the oven, roast them a little bit, stick them in a food processor or blender, and blend them up. That is literally it. You can add a little bit of sugar to it if you want, or some cinnamon, and you will have your own peanut butter, guys. It's that simple. So like I said, zero reason you should not be growing these things right here. Now let me let you go so I can dig up a plant and show it off to you. Hopefully, I'm going to dig this up and there's going to be no peanuts underneath it. I will show you regardless, so hang on. So there we go. I dug up a few plants and looks like we're going to get a good haul. There's still a bunch in the ground that broke off on me. Probably could have harvested these a few days, maybe a week ago. We'll see. But looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. These are a Virginia type peanut, which are the big peanuts. You've got Valencia types, I think, or Spanish types. I don't know. And those are smaller peanuts, which are really good. But if you want a big peanut like these, because I like to boil them, these are nice, big, huge peanuts. Look how big those are. Well, I'm just salivating, sitting here thinking about some boiled peanuts tonight. And I'll keep the nice, fully mature ones to dry, and I store those and either replant them or make my own peanut butter, roast them, whatever I want, boil them later. And then the young ones that aren't fully mature or are tiny like this one, those little guys right there, there's not too many on this one, but if they're white and not mature yet, those are the ones that I will take and boil and enjoy tonight after I am done busting my butt all day harvesting these. But I'm not going to regale you with a video of me sitting here for the next 2 hours harvesting about 50, 60 pounds of peanuts, but that's about it, guys. I mean, there's not much to growing peanuts. Stick them in the ground. They aren't really picky about the soil. If you do have good soil, you might get a little better crop, but they are legumes, so it's kind of, I don't do anything. But my soils, I always run the ducks or birds through them, or somebody they're planted behind, so they probably do get some good nutrition from that. And other than that, just stick them in. If you do mulch them with leaves or something, they'll put on a few more peanuts. As you can see on the plant there, the vines, all the peanuts come from each node. So if you cover those, they'll tend to put on peanuts a little better. You can increase your harvest a little bit. But I'm not sure about how much. I don't really do it. It's iffy. Probably maybe get a few more peanuts out of your bed. But anyway, here's the peanut bed again, It's my peanut bed. And they're all starting to die and yellow back. They're ready to be harvested. But it's this whole big giant bed here. Big bed. Lots of peanuts. I think I planted 2 pounds of peanuts here. And I'll probably get about 50, 60 pounds of peanuts out of here. Which is not too bad. It's actually really good, actually. And I've got, I don't know what size bed this is. Probably, it's like 10, 20... Probably a 10-foot, probably 20-foot square bed here. And I'm going to harvest these peanuts and actually going to stick some squash in here for the end of the year. But no reason, again, guys, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the video, no reason to not grow peanuts. Yes, they're fairly cheap in the store, but at what cost, really, to your health if you're eating something that's so loaded with unknowns, you know what I mean? When they're so easy to grow, you should be growing them yourself. So I would leave it right there, guys. Grow food and grow peanuts. They're super productive, super easy to grow. You can store them in the shell basically for years if you wanted to, dry in a jar, or shell them in the same thing. You can store them dry until you need them, or roast them and stick them in the freezer, whatever. There's so much you can do with them. Boiled peanuts, roasted peanuts. actually cook with peanuts in dishes, which a lot of people here in the U.S. don't do, but add them to the soups and stews. They're absolutely delicious. Leave them raw and, put them in those soups and stews. They're really good. Roast them, add them to the soups and stews. They're really good. Sprinkle them on top of your rice. I mean, there's so much when you think about it, and they're so delicious. So hop to it, guys. Grow peanuts. It can be a little difficult to find peanut seed, and it can be actually pretty expensive if you do find peanut seed. A lot of places only sell little packs, and they'll actually just send you like 10 or 15 peanuts in the shell for, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. It can be a little difficult to get peanuts to grow, like I said, but once you find them, just save your own seed and keep growing them, because they're definitely worth it. And these, like I said, the big ones here are the big Virginia types. I don't know what variety this is. I've grown it for so many years and just saved seed, but the big, huge peanut gets 2 nuts in it. I also grow a Tennessee Red Valencia one that is super early, but they're much smaller, but each shell actually has 4, 5, 6, 7 peanuts in it, and they're little peanuts, a lot more flavor, but those are super fast to grow. Those can harvest within 60 days. But yeah, enough talking. I gotta harvest some peanuts. Love you guys. Grow them nuts. That's me simulating eating peanuts, in case you were wondering. They taste good and they're definitely worth it. See you later.